Hello my friends, welcome to Joystick. In this video I will show you how to install PyCharm on Windows 11. One good thing is that you don't explicitly need to install Python before installing PyCharm. If you don't have Python installed already on your Windows 11 computer, then PyCharm will help you do that, and I'm going to show you how. So let's get started with the PyCharm installation. Open Google Chrome or any browser of your choice. In the URL bar, just type PyCharm. Hit enter. Take a look at this first link in the search results. It's from JetBrains. www.jetbrains.com is the official website of PyCharm. Click on this link that says download PyCharm. Alright, you have reached the official website of PyCharm. Earlier we had separate community and professional editions of PyCharm, but now PyCharm comes as one unified product, much simpler for everyone. You get a 30-day free pro trial. And if you don't subscribe after that, you can still continue using the core features of PyCharm for free. You can see already Windows is selected over here. So just click on download and wait for the installer to finish. You can see the installer has started downloading. Great. The installer is downloaded. Now let's open the installer. Awesome, you can see the installer window is open. Now click on next. I recommend that you keep default location as the destination folder, and you can also see that PyCharm requires 3.2 GB of space on your computer to install. Click on next. Now if you want a desktop shortcut for PyCharm, just check this checkbox, but do remember to check this one which says add bin folder to the path. It's very important. So check this one as well, and now click on next. Alright, now it says choose a start menu folder for the PyCharm shortcuts. I would like to go ahead with the JetBrains folder, and I recommend that you do the same. Click on install, and you can see the installation has begun. Awesome, the installation is done. You can see the PyCharm shortcut appears on my desktop. The installation took a bit of time, but the good thing is it was successful. Now click on finish. Let's now start PyCharm. Click on the Windows icon to open the start menu. Type here PyCharm. Click on it to open PyCharm. We are opening PyCharm for the first time. Okay, that's a nice intro screen. Alright, PyCharm user agreement is going to appear. Just click on this checkbox and then click on continue. Data sharing, you can click on send anonymous statistics. Don't worry, this is going to help them improve the product. Alright, so I have cursor installed on my computer. Therefore, it is asking me to import settings from there. But I don't want to do it. Hence, I'm going to click on skip import. There you go, PyCharm is open. Alright, this is the new PyCharm interface. Pretty different from the previous one, and more beautiful as well. Let's create our first project. You can simply click on this button which says new to create a new project, or you can click on this icon to open the main menu, then click on file, and then click on new project. So if you are interested in creating a project where you only have to code in Python, then go ahead with pure Python project. But if you want to create a web app in Python, then you can go ahead with these frameworks like Fast API, Flask or Django, whichever you choose. This is going to be the location of your project. I am interested in creating a welcome script, so I am going to keep this checked. And here in interpreter type, make sure that project VNV is selected, because this is going to give you this drop down of Python version. From this drop down, you can select the Python version. I had already explicitly installed Python 3.14, 3.13 and 3.12 on my computer. Hence, Python icon appears before them. If you don't have Python installed on your Windows 11 system, then do not worry. Take a look here. I don't have Python 3.11.9 installed, hence it says download and install. If you select this version and then click on create, then PyCharm is going to download Python 3.11.9 and install it for you, and then it's going to create this project using this Python version. But let me select Python 3.14 That's the latest version of Python at the time of recording this video. And let's click on create. And there you go. The first Python project has been created on PyCharm. Alright, we have main.py open as well. So there is a simple Python program that PyCharm has already written for us. Let's run it. To do that, let's click on this icon which says run main.py. And there you go. It printed hi PyCharm. So we have installed PyCharm and we have just run our first Python program in PyCharm. So this new PyCharm comes with a lot of options. Let's explore them quickly. Click on this icon which says problems. It's going to tell you right away if there are any errors in your code. So let's say over here, I write simply print. There you go. It says statement seems to have no effect and can be replaced with a function called to have effect. It immediately highlighted the error in this program. If you are going to put brackets in front of it, there you go, it's gone. Let's write some chunk string over here. There you go, it says unresolved reference. Isn't this feature cool? You can also start the terminal from here. Currently, it automatically starts Windows PowerShell, but you can select command prompt, git bash, or a new SSH session from here. Version control is also available over here. You can set it up and connect to PyCharm with a Git repository. If you need Python console, then click on the Python icon over here and the Python console is going to start. If you want to run this program from here, then just click on this icon that says run and there you go, your program has run. If you want to debug your program, then click on this icon over here which says debug main.py. Click on it and you can see the debugging has started. There is this breakpoint where the program is currently hung. It says name equals to PyCharm string, which is correct because the program passes PyCharm to this function print_hi from the main function. There are multiple ways to push the execution of your program. Step over, step into my code and step out. Let's click on step over. There you go. You can debug your program this way. And finally, I would like to draw your attention to this beautiful option of AI chat that PyCharm has introduced. Click on it. It's an AI assistant. By the looks of it, it appears that it's only available for 30-day trial period. Click on install plugin. I think there is some problem with my Wi-Fi. Let me click on try again. Great, it says installing. But I think that it's only available for the 30-day trial period. And then you'll have to pay for it. Great, it says start with JetBrains AI. Let's click on it. Alright, it's asking me to log into the JetBrains account. I've logged into the account using my Gmail ID. It says authorization successful and it says you can close this page and return to the IDE. Let's do that. Let me now click on start free trial. Okay, now it says verify your account by linking a payment card. Now I'm not going to do that, but I have showed you how to start AI chat, and if you want to use it, then you can link your credit card to your account and start using it. And this was PyCharm installation. And with this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed learning how to install PyCharm on Windows 11 from this video of Joey's Tech. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, goodbye and take very good care of yourself.